Hello, this is Chogyal Rinpoche. Today I'm trying to answer the YouTube video questions 1 year ago. So I didn't answer. So let me try to be a little serious now. So the Thomas from, I think he's from Hungary. So he asked the question, which I tried to write it down here, but I couldn't really feel the whiteboard. But let me read it for you. He said, "Dear Rinpoche," so here, in the old time, monks went to very long retreat to practice, and yogis sometimes spent 10, 12 years in remote areas or caves with meditation and yoga. So this way they achieve realization. Today it is very different. The world is very fast and full of distraction. And here is continue. Sometimes I have serious doubt whether we have any chance to achieve the breakthrough and experience the true nature of our mind as a lay people or the lay practitioner. Thank you. So Thomas asked me this question in YouTube 1 year ago. So yeah, let me try to really like a kind of answer this, because here we have a few interesting things. Like first one is, yeah, here that he's comparing the monk and the yogis with the lay people, So there is you can see the subject, the monk, yogis, and then the lay practitioner, and you can see here the time. Today means these days, 21st century, and then he mentioned here the old time. Old time means in ancient time. So he tried to say in ancient time and this 21st century. So you can see this is interesting here. What he really tried to kind of ask, and what is his really doubt. And so I was just kind of analyzing this few days ago, and I thought like it's quite interesting, because I really had this question for myself some years ago. I was thinking like 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 2,600 years ago, when the Buddha Shakyamuni was enlightened. Yeah, that time there was no car, no internet, no mobile, no TV, no airplane. Like a life is easy, life is. Now 21st century is different. The Milarepa 1,000 years ago, he enlightened, but now it's different time. I used to think that. So yeah, the Thomas question is kind of somehow related to my also doubt. So that's why I will answer that. So here he mentioned few things here, like a retreat, like in the mountain, or he said like here, somewhere here, cave, or the remote area. So the area. So the ancient time, the monks or the yogis, they spend their time in the very, the remote area, or the mountain, the cave, and very, the solitude, very quiet place. But here he mentioned, see, today, it is very different. Why? Because this 21st century, the world is very fast, which means the transportation is fast, the internet is fast, the calling is fast, the people don't have a time, they are so busy, and the full of distraction. So I think distraction he's mentioning more like maybe TV, Netflix, TikTok, maybe YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what else? I really don't know. Nowadays, Telegram, this and that, many social medias are there to distract you. So, and again here in this question, he said, see here, sometimes, so I have serious doubt. So I think that is the real point here. Thomas tried to kind of emphasize. Thomas have this serious doubt that do we have any chance to achieve the liberation, or he asks here realization, the true nature of our mind. So I think somehow he's comparing that ancient time, or even right nowadays, there are monks and yogis who spend their whole life in the mountains and they just do practice meditation, sadhana in the morning, evening. So as he said here, 10, 12 years, and every day you can imagine almost 20 hours. You know those monks and yogis, they have nothing to do, they just sleep for a few hours and then they practice whole day. But here he said the lay practitioner, like a people who live in the big city, like a New York, or I don't know, Paris, Delhi, Kathmandu, you know, or Moscow, St. Petersburg, or in Berlin, Zurich. So people are very busy. But what I really wanted to emphasize here is that, see, the realization, I think that here this is the, I think, point here, the realization, you know. And he mentioned in the later part that the nature of mind. The nature of mind, it has nothing to do with that you are a yogi or monk or lay people in a big city. Because see, nature of mind, it's more like a natural state of your awareness, let's say. So just think kind of deep about this, the name itself, the nature of mind. So the natural state is always there. It doesn't matter you're a monk or yogi or the lay practitioner. It doesn't matter the old time or the 21st century. Or it doesn't matter you are in a remote or the cave or you are in the big city. It really doesn't matter. So, for example, the apple is apple. It doesn't matter you are in a mountain or you are in a big city. The orange is orange. Do you understand what I mean? The water, for example, it doesn't matter. The what do you call in Tibet? The mountain water is water. In a big city, in New York or wherever, you know, the water is water. The nature of water is what do you call the H2O, or you know. So my point here to answering the question to the Thomas. You don't need to be doubt. So I think your point is we don't have any chance to get realized, to become enlightened, let's say, or the liberation, because we are so busy, we are so too much distraction, you know, and you know. But I think what my point is, the nature of mind has nothing to do with the past or present, monk or yogi. So and it doesn't matter that whatever the outside, the distraction, nature of mind is nature of mind. And the nature of mind itself is what we call the Dharmakaya. What does that mean? It means the nature of mind is, what do you call that? Realized by itself. So you don't need to achieve realization. You are already achieved, because nature of mind itself is which we call it Buddha, the enlightened. The nature of mind itself is enlightened. So you don't need to doubt, will I? So here the Thomas asks this, for example, he emphasized, see, like I have serious doubt whether we will have any chance to achieve the breakthrough and experience the true nature of mind. You don't need to experience the true nature of mind. You are the nature of mind. Are you getting my point, Thomas? Or all of you who are watching it? So you don't need to experience the nature of mind. So as soon as you wanted to experience the nature of mind, then the question comes, who want to experience the nature of mind? There is a subjective I and wanted to experience the objective nature of mind. That is duality. Did you see that? There is a duality. So duality never can be enlightened, because duality is samsara. And the non-duality is always in a liberated state, or the enlightened state, let's say. So the nature of mind it's always in the enlightened state. So you don't need to I need to realize the nature of mind. I need to achieve the achieve the realization. Just let it go that I need to realization. I doubt I will be not enlightened. I, will not, experience the nature of mind. Just let it go that I. You are the nature of mind. Let it go the dualistic concept, dualistic, the perception. Let it go. And just accept that don't kind of identify that I as a separate entity than the nature of mind. I want to realize the nature of mind. I want to achieve the realization. So that normally what people do mistake, that my physical body, you identify with my physical body as I, or the emotion as I, or the thought as I, or the feeling as I. That is the illusion. That's not really I. That's not really you. I get it? That's called ego. Ego is simply the illusion, which you are not really your body cell, or the thoughts, or the feeling, emotion, information, but you are believing, or include my name, my name is Chogyal Rinpoche, it's me. No, it's a name. When you just let it go, that the false identifying with all these skandhas, or the body, the form, the perception, what will remain? You will realize there is no I as a separate entity. That's it. You are the nature of mind. You are the enlightened state, the Buddha nature. It doesn't really matter you're a monk, or you're a yogis, or you're just lay practitioner. Even it doesn't really matter you are a practitioner or not practitioner, you're a Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, doesn't really matter. You are the Buddha nature. You are the enlightened state. Just let it go that I doubt. See, I doubt. Let it go that I and doubt. Just relax. And you are already, you are the realization. You are the nature of mind, and you are the true nature of mind. You don't need to experience. Is it making sense, Thomas, and all of you, the viewer? I hope I didn't make it complicated. So my point is, nature of mind is always realized state. It's always enlightened state. And you are the nature of mind. Doesn't matter you are in a mountain or cave, or in a big city, or in 1,000 years ago, or 21st century, or maybe 5,000 years later, the nature of mind will be not affected by the environment or the time, or doesn't matter how busy or how distraction. Nature of mind is always remain the pure awareness. So Thomas and all of you, you don't need to worry that you are in 21st century, that you will not realize or you will not liberate or enlighten, because you are enlightened being. Let it go this doubt. Let it go all those doubts. Just accept the truth that you are the enlightened being.